by the people, for the people.
Hello, India. Are you going to speak?
Yes, I have something to say.
Okay, please say it.
Freedom! Bada, 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 bada. Bada, 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 bada.
Okay.
I got that song stuck in my head, dude.
I have something to say as well. Welcome to Movie Community College.
I am Lex Luthor. I will kill Superman.
You are the professor, also known as Jeremy.
Metallica is life, yo. It's life.
I am Tish, also known as the Warrior Queen.
What's up?
You can also call me India's auntie, or India's sister, or sister-in-law. You can call me ma'am.
You can call me Al.
I always hated that song.
You can call me Al. Call me Al. Da, da, da.
No.
Paul Simons. Google it, my young
It's
crunks.
just Simon. There's no S at the end.
Don't
it's just
start
Paul
that.
Simon.
Don't start that. You know I add letters.
I know you do. I'm trying to help you out. So there are a lot of people who also refer to me as Monica Geller, which I personally don't see it. But if I had a penny for every one of our Indian friends who told me that,
25 cents.
No, I would have like $1,000. So I don't see it, but thank you for the compliment. That's very kind. So, anyhow,
This is the closest thing I have to a turban.
We, as usual, are talking about two different things. So why don't we bring it together, come together, and we're going to do a movie review, right?
Yes.
About?
Kind of.
What's the movie?
Deewaar, but not the good one.
This is Deewaar 2004, Bring Our Troops Home.
And Sumya warned us.
A lot of people warned us.
They warned us.
I wanted to see this because, like the first one, it has Big B. Unlike the first one, this is not really a classic.
I only made it through half of it.
Yes, that's true.
And then I think I went to bed.
You did. I finished it because it's a Big B film. I do.
And what I will say is Big B is going to have chronic back pain from this movie because he carried everybody. He was like the only one acting. Everybody else was just standing around with a finger up their nose. And he's like, I'm acting, dude. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm acting. It's called acting.
That might be why he has back problems during the filming of Thugs of Hindustan.
Yeah, I was worried when I saw that.
Yeah. So you missed out on a good second half, I will tell you, because the
his
first
son
half
was a little punk, a whiny little punk.
Yeah,
dude.
but he turned out to be a good guy in the second half of the film. So
Well,
I will
it
tell
wasn't
you.
when I saw him.
Well, because you only watched the first half. So the first half was very slow going. And again, not because of Big B. It just took a long time for them to really get into the meat of this film and the action of this film. So there are a lot of people who told us this movie was dumb, you're not going to like it. And then there were other people that actually suggested, hey, you should watch Deewaar, and they specifically said 2004.
I think, though, for you, any Big B film, you would enjoy
Of course.
Something out of it.
Absolutely.
I think you would. I mean...
Yes, we have reviewed other films. The name is escaping me right now. It was the one where he got fired from the bank, and then he decided to hire the blind guys.
Yes,
and Kumar was one of them, remember?
It began with an A.
It did.
Was,
Ankin? Was it Ankin?
Yes.
Yes. And
your D-Day dude was in it, too.
Yeah, he was great. But that was not, I didn't think that was a spectacular film, but I always love Big B's acting. So when the film is not spectacular, it is never his fault. And that includes Deewaar 2004.
Yes, dude, he was acting, man.
The whole time. I mean, there were scenes in the second half of the film when he found out that his son was coming to break them out. He was so emotional and he was crying. And again, there's just something about seeing Big B cry. You feel it with him. You're like, oh my gosh, I can totally feel what he feels. So we will, this review will be a little bit different than our normal reviews because I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of every little detail of this film.
I will just say this. Big B was great. Everybody else sucked.
Well, but again, that was only the first half because...
It does remind me of that time, though, when I was in prison.
And I broke you out?
Joshua did. Joshua actually broke me out.
Okay.
And that's how we met.
Right, okay.
People don't know that. I served with Big B, and I was with him.
Okay. So anyhow, there were a couple of other notable performances in this film. Big B is always number one. He's always tops. Okay. Number two was a guy who played Khan. And everybody will know his name. You want to guess? Yeah, he played Khan. Did you not see Khan?
What are you talking about? Khan?
You didn't see Khan. Okay, now I have to pull this up. You didn't see the character named Khan? Look at my phone. You didn't see him? He was in the prison.
Yeah.
Okay, he played Khan.
Oh, okay.
So, what did you think I was saying?
I thought you were talking about, because I'm always saying King Khan. I was like, what are you making like an S or K reference?
No, he played a character named Khan.
Yes,
right.
Okay, yes.
And the actor is Sanjay Dutt.
Yes.
And when I said that, you were like, oh, that's the guy from Mother India. And I said, no, Mother India was from 1956. This was not the guy from Mother India.
It was the guy's son.
It's his son. So he is the son of Nargis and her husband. Sunil,
Nargis
right?
is awesome.
That's a different movie. Okay.
She was awesome.
In any case, there has been a lot of controversy in Sanjay Dutt's life. So my review has nothing to do with the controversy of his life. It has only to do with the fact that...
Do you think the police slapped him like they do in the movies?
Probably. They probably did.
Police just, man,
they probably.
Just smack
well,
people.
He got slapped a lot in this film. He got slapped. He got beaten in the face.
Maybe that's why he's so angry.
They were going to take like a hammer to his face at one point. So he was a notable performer in this film because he was he played a key role. He broke out of prison and was instrumental in helping Big B's son to break Big B and the rest of the gang out of prison, because Khan got himself arrested and went back to prison so he could tell Big B what the plan was. So his performance was notable because initially he was kind of a what we would call a gun for hire. He would go where whoever would pay him the money, whoever was beneficial for him to work with, he would go to their side. But in the end, he turned out to be a really good guy. He actually had a conscience. He actually wanted to do what was right. The other notable performance was by a man who you would recognize from Hader. Or is it Hyder? I think it might be Hyder. In any case, he played...
Was it Irfan Khan?
No. He played the scumbag uncle in Hyder.
Yes.
His first name is KK.
Is scumbag?
And his last name is, I think it's pronounced Manon.
Scumbag
It could be Manon. In any case, KK... played a scumbag in this film as well. He does an exceptional job playing a scumbag.
Maybe he's not acting.
So in this case, he was the lead jailer, and he was such a jerk. Oh my gosh. He almost took a hammer to Khan's face in the second half of this film. So in any case, basically Big B and his clan, his compatriots, his fellow soldiers have been POWs for over 30 years. And his wife and their wives have not given up on them, but his son had given up on them.
That was weak, yo.
And mom basically sets him straight, and then he decides he's going to go into Pakistan and he's going to break dad and the rest of them out of prison. And so he puts this plot together. He gets Khan's help. He actually does it. They get them broken out of prison. And then what ensues, kind of like the final scene, is Big B and his son and those who survive, because not all of them survive breaking out of prison.
I heard that the guy from Bahubali, like Bahubali himself, showed up and freed them. Is that true?
No, that's not true. So basically, you would have liked the scene where they're making their way to the Indian border, because it was similar to the scene in D-Day.
Oh,
where they're all kind of driving and trying to get to the border.
Yes.
So they get to the border, and basically then they have one final shootout with the jailer and those of his compatriots who have survived. They kill everybody else but the jailer. Okay, so he's left by himself. And so Big B and his son and the rest of the Indian POWs who have survived, they get out of their vehicles and they form a circle. And inside the circle is Big B and the jailer. Sohail, I think, was his name. And Big B just beats the crap out of him. Okay, he's slapping him, he's punching him, he's just beating the crap out of this guy, and everybody's just letting him do it. And then he grabs his head and he breaks his neck, and then just leaves him there.
What?
Except before that happens, he's able to see that they've reached the Indian border. And so he picks him up and just throws him, kind of like, you stay on your side, we're going on our side. So the second half of the film was much better than the first half. The first half was just a little too slow. I would say this film could have been done in 2 hours as opposed to like the 2 hours and 40 minutes that it was. If they had taken, you know, some of that time out and sped it up a little, it would have been a much better film.
Your final grade?
My final grade is a C. And, you know, I don't like to give...
I have to give an incomplete because I didn't see
right.
it.
If the film had been quicker paced, and a little less boring at the beginning, it wouldn't have been a C.
One-man
and then the
show.
end, again, it was like a totally abrupt ending. They're restored to their families, and they've got their clean, fresh, new uniforms on, and then that's it. It just ends. So I would have liked to have given this a better grade.
We're watching Cocky right now.
Big B gets an A. He gets an A. There's no doubt about it.
He's got a sore back, dude. He's got to be angry. Like,
but the
I'm
film
tired
itself gets a C.
You guys are just standing around eating jalebis. I'm out here working, actually doing some real acting. You guys are just sitting there eating the jalebis. I want all the jalebis.
There was a dude who was a kind of like a double agent that was in the prison with them. He was working on behalf of the jailer to kind of find out all their plans. And at one point, he tried to poison Big B with some food. And Khan tipped Big B off to it. And so Big B was like, oh, thank you. He took the food, but he didn't eat it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my final grade.
Excellent. What I need you guys to do, my Indian friends, YZAG people, YZAG family, what's up? Woo! Can you email me at remnantxradio@gmail.com? Can I get a harder email? You can email me at
Anywho,
how do you spell it? Just like
okay,
it sounds.
The reason?
The reason is I want to get a clear list of who's in YZAG as we wait and plan for our trip.
Understanding, of course, that our trip is still not imminent.
Yes,
it's going to take us a little time.
We got some health things to make sure that we're okay on. It's going to be a little time, but I want to start to find out who's there.
We have to save money for plane fare. It's expensive.
Yes.
So
we'll work that all out. But we need. If you're in YZAG, can you send me an email and in the subject line put YZAG.
Okay.
All right.
Is that it?
Yes. Peace.
Bye. Thank you for watching our videos. Will you please subscribe to our channel, and will you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you.